Did you know that Trump is actually an acronym? Trump stands for Tariffs Really Upset Many People.
Well, it's hard to know which is going to lose more, but it's easy to tell you which consumers will lose more, and that's us.
Small business people, right? Family business owners, working class Americans are the ones who are not going to be protected in the end. We learned this in 2008, right?
What do you think he's doing?
Well, I think he doesn't know what he's talking about, just at a profound level. I think he's performative. I don't think he's motivated by tariff policy or economic policies that necessarily are put the United States on a good long-term footing.
Except Fox News.
Trump, if this is pulled off, could go down in the history as the guy who broke China.
Pew Research polling shows an overall negative view of Trump's tariff policy. Despite this reaction, tariffs are really the only piece of economic policy you could point out for Trump during his first 100 days. But why is this? What are these tariffs, and do they actually help? Let's discuss. Tariffs are defined as taxes on goods by one country imposed onto another country. For example, let's say Toyota, a Japanese car manufacturer, makes a new vehicle overseas and imports it to the United States with the purpose of selling the vehicle for $30,000. If there's a 10% import tariff on overseas vehicles, Toyota would have had to pay a $3,000 tax in order to sell the vehicle in the United States. Tariffs are seen as trade barriers that raise prices, reduce available quantities of goods and services for U.S. businesses and consumers, and create an economic burden on foreign exporters. On the surface, it seems like Trump is issuing these tariffs just to make Americans pay more for products that they're already paying more for. But this isn't the case. To prove this, we need to fully understand why he's implementing these tariffs. Now, there are a couple reasons for this, except for the fact that tariff is his favorite word.
I always say tariffs is the most beautiful word to me in the dictionary. Then I was reprimanded by the fake news. They said, what about love, religion, and God? I said, I agree. Let's put God number one. Let's put religion number two. Love, I don't know. We got to put that number three, I guess, right? And then it's tariff. Because tariffs are going to make us rich as hell. It's going to bring our country's businesses back that left us.
Firstly, and this is the main reason, retaliation. Trump likes to use the term reciprocal tariffs. He says this to drive the point that Canada, Mexico, EU, China, and more have already implemented tariffs on us, so in order to level the playing field and actually have fair trade, he implements tariffs back on them. Here is Trump talking about this in his Liberation Day.
Starting tomorrow, the United States will implement reciprocal tariffs on other nations. It's been a long time since we even thought of that. Thanks, Ed. So, if you look at that, China, first row, China, 67%. That's tariffs charged to the USA, including currency manipulation and trade barriers. So, 67%, I think you can, for the most part, see it. Those with good eyes, with bad eyes. We didn't want to bring, it's very windy out here, we didn't want to bring out the big charts because it had no chance of standing. European Union, they're very tough, very, very tough traders. You know, you think of European Union, very friendly, they rip us off. It's so sad to see.
As of now, in this front, this seems to be working, as Trump is currently on talks with Chinese executives to lower the tariffs that have already been raised to 125% on China. Secondly, incentivization. Another reason for Trump's reciprocal tariffs is to bring home American manufacturing and to have companies that have already invested a ton of money overseas to reinvest that money back into American manufacturing. And as of now, it's working. An article from CBS News outlines key companies that are investing more money into American manufacturing. Companies include Apple, Johnson & Johnson, Nvidia, and car manufacturers such as Honda and Hyundai. This, however, goes far beyond Trump. Tariffs were actually a Democrat staple back then. President Lyndon Baines Johnson implemented tariffs on pickup trucks in 1964. This was known as the chicken tax. This tax was mainly imposed on countries like France and West Germany, where Volkswagen was headquartered. This tax pretty much changed the American auto industry for the better and is actually still in use to this day. Trump also issued smaller tariffs in his first term as president, which Biden mostly kept and even added on to. Simply put, in Trump's view, the pros outweigh the cons. While tariffs are not the end-all be-all solution like it was many years ago, it's still a tool used by both parties for the reasons previously mentioned. Trump has taken these tariffs to a scale not seen before in an effort to bring down the national debt and increase the value of the US dollar. Sure, we won't see the benefits of these tariffs within the first 100 days, nor we may not even see them within the first 6 months, but the tariffs are merely a piece to a puzzle currently being solved. Thank you for watching.